Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we were continuing our investigation as Phoenix Edgeworth, as Miles Edgeworth, and we were able to break Iris's psych locks and found out that she was being blackmailed by a certain someone. And when we went to investigate this heavenly hall, we found none other than Larry. So, yeah, I think you could put two and two together. Let's continue on. Larry, you idiot. Alright, fool. Let's talk. What is this little shack, anyway?
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday.
And why were you down here in the first place? And if you just discovered it yesterday, how did you have the means to decorate it like that? Where did you find pictures of her and yourself and printed and I don't know. I shouldn't question game logic.
Come on. I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's, artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse.
Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal.
Oh, poor Gumshoe. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here.
So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe?
He's getting all putty-buddy on us, sir.
He's up to something, alright. Let's talk about Iris.
Listen to me, Edgy. You've gotta do this. You've gotta save Iris.
Why are you so sure she's innocent?
Because she's cute. Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl.
Why can't I ever be consistent on a Larry voice? I have no idea. He's the one voice in this whole series that I could just never do consistently, you know?
Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you?
No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look.
Oh my god, Larry, please.
I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagine that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that.
Something tells me he would be shocked indeed.
That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt?
What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back.
If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Ugh, no. Anything but that. No. The night of the crime. Just tell us, Larry. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you? Excuse me. Maybe I can go back to sleep. Okay. Where were you and what were you doing last night?
Aw man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me.
Edgeworth is like, I don't want to be anything like you.
Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible.
Something incredible. Ah, man. Larry. You're so unhelpful.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water.
How are you able to make hot water if there's no power or anything? I guess he can make a fire? I don't know. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days? especially with him. Okay, I don't... He made it sound like we can't break it. Like we have to, question him on the stand, unfortunately. So, let's examine. What is this festive-looking ornament?
It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember?
Well,
Oh yeah, you were never any good at it.
Edgeworth has a weakness.
Really?
Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold a dollar, let alone a crane.
I understand, Edgeworth. I am artistically challenged as well. Let's go cry in a corner.
Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing.
Really? I never would have.
Okay. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. Wow.
You know, Edgy, nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy.
I'll just say, Edgeworth is the type who clearly, when he finds that he has a weakness, he's like, I must correct this flaw. He probably worked overtime to fix that.
Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Ugh, this is exactly why I hate childhood friends. They know things about you. Is there nothing else I can examine about the shack itself? Oh no, okay.
That's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal.
You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris.
Oh wait, did he make that? I thought he printed it, but I guess he painted or drew it or something? Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is?
It's how the artist himself defines it, right?
I should have seen that one coming.
Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal.
Is there anything else we need to examine around here? I can see the bridge in the distance. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here.
I still can't believe it. Really?
What is it, Larry?
Huh? Nothing. It's nothing.
Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
Something about that statement smells. And you know what they say? Yeah, we know what they say. I guess we could look at the stream. The river.
This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter.
If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble.
You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where.
And he would have been dead. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. Okay, I guess we're done with that. So the only thing I can think of to do with this fool is to present to him a certain piece of evidence we just got. Ah, here it is.
Hey, I know I may not look like it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Okay, he didn't even give it a glance. So, do we have anything else? All we can do is try to break his cyclock then? I guess. Let's try. I wasn't sure if it's one that we can break or not. But let's try. The night of the crime. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk.
Huh? That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend Naomi.
And then?
And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey, what are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth.
There are still 3 psycholocks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
Where, you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my room, by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean, there?
It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Just look at the... Hold on. The map. Yeah, look how far the temple is from the bridge. There's no way, bruh. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazukura Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Larry. Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what?
Larry, please. It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you?
You don't know that. I wasn't in my room.
So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge was from here. Heavenly Hall. The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall.
Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute.
Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet.
Uh-oh.
In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset.
I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
I'm sorry, but Phoenix could have broken those tech locks too, dude. That's nice. Now tell me. He's like, that's nice. I already knew that. What were you doing at this cold little shack last night?
That's what you might call a fair decor.
I think you mean a fair decor. I don't know how to say that, but okay. Could it be you were waiting for someone?
Oh, no. You really are one scary guy, you know?
I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. None other than Iris. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry.
I told you before, don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris.
Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt because of my chilly glare.
So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence?
Dude, you just told us that a few minutes ago. You wanted to marry her.
You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing?
This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that you were waiting for Iris. this horribly written note. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey! Give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh! Oh!
Larry. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Like, what the frick?
Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies.
Oh my god, Larry, please. Larry, even Pearl, who's younger than you, would know how to write a letter. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris.
What? I'm so sorry!
Oh my god, Larry. I worry about you. He's so stupid. Alright, let's talk, dude. So, you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, were you not, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that.
Wait, hold up.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal.
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact.
Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
Oh my god, Larry, that's not a love letter, fool. What did you just say?
My love for her burns so hotly, it could melt all the snow on this mountain.
Oh, then what is this secret you mentioned?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me.
Oh my lord.
Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair.
Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh.
Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal?
It's 'cause Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it. That's all those huge locks were about. I don't understand why you were so defensive. 'Cause he's stupid. Now you know Phoenix's pain every time he has to deal with Larry.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Aha!
And the pose just makes it so much worse.
Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down.
What a waste of time.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something. I know it.
What do you mean, detective?
Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago.
What? You really want to know? Last night I saw something incredible. Wasn't it the lightning strike in the bridge? He's right. Larry.
What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. Okay, so it is something other than the lightning hitting the bridge. Tell us, Larry, tell us. You already wasted all this time.
I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Yes, Larry, I believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal.
Ah! Ah!
What? Jesus Christ, 5 locks?
No!
Oh my god. Poor Edward, that's how we feel. Like, what the frick? 5 locks? We just broke 3. What the hell? Larry.
What's wrong, sir?
Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Oh no. Dang nabbit. Dang it, Larry.
Oh, to be continued.
Well,
Rip.
that's gonna be it for this episode then. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Fun Times with Larry. And until next time, have a nice day.